built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Come on, every voice. My hope is built on nothing less.
Well, here we are, the VicarsV on Maundy Thursday, beginning our celebration of the 3 great days of Holy Week. The Last Supper, the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is the story of our salvation and the transformation of human weakness into something heroic and eternal. If we think about who was there at the Last Supper, there's hope for us all. We are aware of our human frailty and weakness. We remember that with Jesus were Peter, who denied him, Judas, who betrayed him, and the disciples who ran away from him. Yet Jesus chose these ordinary disciples to be his dearest friends, transforming their weakness into courage. In the past few months of living through this time of pandemic, perhaps we have had to face up to ourselves and discover new ways to be courageous, to let the power of Christ convert us. We've been lifted up by many examples of self-sacrifice from countless people working in our hospitals, nursing and care homes, churches, food banks, shops, postal workers, and many others. New friendships and neighbors rediscovered. Jesus got up from the table and washed his disciples' feet. He washed them in their weakness, and he said, I have given you a great command. As I have loved you, love one another. How do we reach out to each other despite our weakness? How do we wash each other's feet in our daily lives?
Kieran, I think that's really helpful thing to say, and also it has a great challenge for us, because one of the challenges that I've set the Church of England congregation is to say thank you every day, to choose a different person to say thank you to. It really changes it transforms how we're thinking. So when people get up in the morning to think, oh, who can I thank today, and what can I thank them for? Because the challenge is not only to say thank you, but also to say what we're thanking them for. And that's I've given that challenge to the congregations and also to the school of picking that up, church school, of picking that up in different ways. So it may be sending a card. It may be taking a basket of fruit to the GP surgery to say thank you for the GPs and for the nurses and staff there for all they are doing in these difficult times. Very practical expressions of how we can love each other.
There's something also about those practical expressions needing to be within the restrictions, aren't there? That we'd normally want to say thank you to somebody with a handshake or even a hug, but it's Boris's elbow or a word at a distance, isn't it? But we need to find ways.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. And I think something I've realised is that actually it's often the small ways, that the ways where actually it just shows that we've paused and taken some time, we've been creative or imaginative in thinking about how to thank somebody or how to recognise them, and actually just taking that time and that trouble. And actually we don't have to worry about our weaknesses. God is willing just to use us just as we are. We don't have to become squeaky clean before actually God can take us to show signs of love to one another.
Yeah, and I think for me it's about being bold. When you think of Jesus washing the disciples' feet, that's quite a bold statement. That's quite a big statement. But for me, I always kind of think not only about Jesus washing the disciples' feet, but about the disciples allowing Jesus to do it. And I think to be in a position where somebody washes your feet, does put us in a vulnerable and a weakness position. But it's about being bold. It's about acknowledging that and using that and challenging that.
Well, VicarsV, let us go with Jesus from the Passover to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray with Jesus in his agony, to prepare for Good Friday and our meditation, which will be led by Sandra. May we truly know the power of the love of Christ, who has given us that great example. Love one another as I have loved you.
Okay. Everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
2, 3, 4. A little bit of love goes a long, long way. A little love, a little love, a little bit of love, and I'm on my way. A little love, a little love, a long way, but we'll get there together. A long way, but we'll get there soon. Along the way, we can lean on each other. A little love goes a long, long way. A little love, a little love, a little bit of love, and the sun comes shining. A little love, a little love, a little bit of kindness, and someone smiling. A little love, a little love, a long way, but we'll get there together. A long way, but we'll get there soon. Along the way, we can lean on each other. A little love goes a long, long way. A little love, a little love. Little drops of rain can trickle down into a puddle, then the puddles get together, making streams that make a river. The rivers fill the valleys with a roaring and a rushing, then the little drops of rain have made a wide, 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 wide ocean. A long way, but we'll get there together. A long way, but we'll get there soon. Along the way, we can lean on each other. A little love goes a long, long way. A long way, but we'll get there together. A long way, but we'll get there soon. Along the way, we can lean on each other. A little love goes a long, long way.